the Dreammaker's door. In a village where twilight stretched endlessly, nestled between misty hills and winding rivers, there was a legend whispered from one generation to the next. The story of the Dreammaker. They said the Dreammaker was a mysterious figure who could spin dreams into life, crafting entire worlds from whispers of imagination. Somewhere deep within the forest, hidden from those who no longer believed, the Dreammaker had built a secret door, one that opened only to the heart of a true dreamer. But the key to that door had been lost long ago, scattered among forgotten wishes. Lira had grown up on these stories, sitting cross-legged by her grandmother's fire, eyes wide with wonder. While other children played along the riverbanks or chased fireflies at dusk, Lira traced maps in the dirt, searching for places where the door might be hidden. The other children laughed, calling her a daydreamer. But Lira didn't mind. One chilly autumn evening, as the first frost glittered along the rooftops, Lira's grandmother beckoned her close. From beneath her patchwork shawl, she produced a small velvet pouch and pressed it into Lira's hands. "Every dream needs a key," her grandmother whispered. Inside the pouch was a silver key, its handle carved with swirling patterns that shimmered when turned beneath the moonlight. It was heavier than Lira expected, cold against her palm. "They say the door only appears to those who truly believe," her grandmother said. "Perhaps it's time for you to find out." That night, while the village slept beneath the blanket of stars, Lira set out into the forest. The moon hung low, casting pale beams through the trees. The silver key seemed to pulse softly in her hand, guiding her feet along hidden paths. The further she walked, the quieter the forest became, as if the very world was holding its breath. Hours passed, or perhaps only moments, before she stumbled into a small clearing. The ivy-covered trees circled tightly, and there, half buried beneath fallen leaves, stood the door. It was old and weathered, its wooden surface carved with ancient symbols. Lira's heart pounded as she approached. She reached out, fitting the silver key into the lock. It clicked softly, and the door creaked open. Beyond the threshold stretched a world unlike anything she had ever dreamed. Skies painted in shifting colors, rivers of liquid light, and floating islands where dreams flickered like fireflies. Whispers filled the air, soft voices carrying the fragments of forgotten wishes. At the heart of it all stood a cloaked figure, their face hidden beneath a hood stitched with stardust. Their eyes shimmered like galaxies. "You have found the door," the Dreammaker said, their voice echoing like distant bells. "Few ever do." Lira stood frozen, breathless. "What is this place?" she asked. "This is where dreams are born," the Dreammaker answered. "Every wish, every forgotten hope, they begin here, waiting to be shaped." With a wave of their hand, the Dreammaker spun silver threads from the air, weaving them into shapes. Castles made of moonlight, forests where stars bloomed on every branch, oceans that shimmered with memories long lost. "Would you like to shape a dream, little one?" Lira nodded. Slowly, the Dreammaker guided her hands, showing her how to gather the shimmering threads, how to stitch laughter, hope, and wonder into something new. She wove a meadow filled with endless wildflowers, a river where music flowed instead of water, and a sky where every star carried a secret wish. Time passed strangely in the Dreammaker's realm. It could have been hours or mere moments before the first hint of dawn began to glow at the horizon. The Dreammaker's voice grew softer. "The door does not stay open for long," they said, "but you will carry this place with you." They pressed a tiny glass vial into Lira's palm. Inside, A single silver thread shimmered, the dream she had woven herself. "When the world forgets to dream," the Dreammaker whispered, "let this light remind you." Lira stepped back through the door just as the first birds began to sing. When she turned, the door was gone, leaving only a circle of soft moss behind. No one believed her story, except her grandmother, who smiled knowingly. The other children still called her a daydreamer, but Lira didn't mind. Each night, as the village slept, she would hold the little vial to the moonlight and watch the dream flicker inside. And slowly, quietly, the village began to feel different, brighter, softer, as if dreams were stirring beneath the surface once more. And though no one ever found the Dreammaker's door again, they said that children began to wake with brighter eyes, speaking of meadows that stretched beyond the horizon and skies painted in colors no one had ever seen.